Hey you guys, it's MJ from Alta Love. How are you? So today's share, I weirdly had the dark side of the moon as part of the share, and this is just a kind of a weird insight. The dark side of the moon is sort of representative of some of the like dark energy or like the hidden aspect on this planet, the corrupted hidden controller energy. And that it is really truly the empath, the sensitive, that is like shining light on the dark side of the moon. And as far as our collective intuitions go, I just have a few notes to run through with you guys. So we can expect sudden change and lucky breaks. All of it is aligned in polarity, so it can be good, bad, gorgeous. It can be tower moments. It can also be just beautiful. But yeah, unexpected. Obviously, these like three things: sudden change, lucky break, unexpected, manifestation. It's all connected. New paths open up. So in the manifestation, it's also shining light into the darkness. In the manifestation, that's when we start to have these new paths open up. It might be new people showing up. It might be old people coming back. Reunions, and having decisions to make about the path unfolding. Within that, there will be greater clarity. So more and more of us endeavoring this and living the new way of being. Hey, good morning, everybody. Living that new way of being, the clarity keeps coming through the other side of all of the emotional storming. So those of us living in that present state, healing any cluster of trauma from within the energy field, the clarity download and the awareness of this new way of being as how it works from within the being, that then becomes more apparent and then reflected, and then it builds up speed, hence the accelerated exponential growth of mass awakening. And then I just have the notes of like what is mega useful for all of us right now is just a lot of rest. Certainly if you're tired, it's part of this new way of being is to really 100% in the present moment honor how we feel. So if you're tired, it's rest and unapologetic, unashamed, and a lot of self-love. So a lot of our self-love practices, anointment by oil, things that make you feel good, moving, resting, watching inspirational entertainment, reflection, and journaling. Journaling, you guys know, is mega useful, important. It can be such a cathartic therapy, and also a self-reflective tool. So reflection and journaling kind of go together, but they're slightly different. Journaling can be used in the present moment for many different tools. And then reflection is ultimately, especially when we know we've kind of gone through a pattern or we're becoming more aware of this stuff. Reflection is self-study. Reflection is a real important part of yoga, for example, as far as like looking over our behavior, looking over our interactions, looking over our emotional patterns in a phase, a month, a week, a day. And then reflecting, like, how could I improve this? Or what is that person really showing me about myself? Or, and that's ultimately a gift, an innate gift of an empath usually, is that we naturally, like I've been journaling since I was like 12 or 13 and doing stream consciousness since I was a kid as well. And thinking that was just sort of like a normal thing that everyone did, and then realizing it's not necessarily, and yet it's super and also as a yoga teacher, in the yoga industry, it's oh, thank you, Vision of Truth. Yes, recognizing synchronicities everywhere, like all the time. It's just nonstop that as well. And then recognizing in the standardized kind of yoga industry that a lot of our training is very sort of anatomical, sort of, it's just ticking certain boxes, where self-study as a yama in our yoga, in our 8 pillars of a yoga practice, it's often overlooked. Taking time to rest, taking time for self-study is often overlooked when it comes to the grind of, you know, working in this world, and thus that kind of overarches our ability to take this time that we need, which again, it's always paradoxical. It's actually just your own divine choice. And yet, because these inner choices are so often like going against the grain, we don't do them. We don't take the leaps. We don't make these choices because it's like, who am I going to be on the other side of these choices? And it's often navigating that voidal space, which we're like running back to the safety of a secure job, or, you know, whatever it looks like in our own personal reality, right? So yeah, that's really useful. You know, it's all pretty simple. I also recommend to people, if you're like me and you talk a lot, then you can write, obviously, your journal, your reflection. You can also do voice recordings. I do this as a technique if I'm having an emotional reaction, rather than just like yelling at the person. Certainly if I have space and there's something going on inside, but they're not right there in the room, I can usually like let the stuff come up, and if I need to, like either write it out or speak it into like a voice memo, where I'm just like, damn you, how dare you say that to me, no, whatever it is, you know, just have a little freak out. But I don't send it. I just clear my own rage, anger, whatever the trigger is, and then on the other side of that, usually there's clarity, and then you can speak with compassion, you can speak with integrity, you can express yourself with that sense of honesty. Then you just have better interactions, and I can close the gap. So the gap between like the truth of my being versus my programmed reactivity is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and or there's barely any like time gap whatsoever. It's just like knowing the presence, right? Okay, and then I gotta say, this is relevant to this community specifically. Woohoo! Aloha beaches! So, trust. That's all. Be guided. I know that this community, y'all, is dropping into the pure heart love vibrashe of light-filled truth, that you're being guided from within the self, the source of your own potent light-filled love. It's that divine spark connection. That's kind of how we're all communicating beyond words, beyond the veil. It's like this divine spark of creation, and somehow we communicate via these frequencies, which align the integrity of something happening beyond the veil, that is not physically fully made manifest. It's like percolating in the ethereal realms, and we're accessing it because we're attuned to that. Many of us are much more attuned to that energetic, those energetic veils, than we are the physical program, right? Most of us have spent the last few decades disentangling our energetic vessel from that program, from that constructed reality, so that now we're all moving into the 0 point, going, what now? 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 There you go. So, and then, so there, this is serious, sure, you guys, can you tell? But either way, how beautiful is that? Like, crazy intense day for you, my love. Oh, look, I don't know what happened. Somebody, it's you, maybe it's you, CC, I love you, but somebody just dropped into this channel and has brought some really, really good vibrashe, joyful laughter energy my way. I literally can't stop laughing. My face hurts because I'm laughing so hardcore. Okay, so trust, be guided. It's the divine spark. It connects us all, as in, like, pure heart love vibration. I for sure have, dude. Look, I actually had an amazing call this morning, and I joyfully drank my coffee. It wasn't full. It was probably about there. So it was like a good 2 cups of coffee. And I just had a really good call with somebody with the coffee, and so yeah, I'm feeling quite juicy fleur bush with a little bit of energetic laughter tickling my throat. But mainly this is all co-creative, like divine spark energy, so we're good to go. And okay, so then in the space of trust, when we can really begin to kind of ebb and flow in that trusting vibration, the creative ideas. So this is another level of like inspired action and being willing to take steps to create and be a creator, i.e. make your YouTube videos, share your expressions, write books. And it, for me personally, it's never, so for example, I'm getting a lot of inspiration to learn the ukulele, to brush up on my languages, to start painting again. And none of it, although this would not at all be where I've been the last 3 to 5 years, at this point, certain leaps that I took 3 to 5 years ago are anchoring into the new. And then, yeah, in a funny sense, that baby step in my new career path, in my new, life at this point. And yet the creative ideas are being inspired and like are coming in new waves, and I'm desiring to very much to follow through with that. But it's coming in a new way, which is via the emotional guidance, which is why us aligning with the new tribes is like just the juice of life, having those emotional resonances, with no fear whatsoever. Yeah. So this is the Fearless Life Tribe, Ultra Love TV, ultimately. And many of you, like John, were a part of it, very much doing it. And John's a huge inspiration, as is, we all are. I'm inspired by all of you. Chic Equilibre. You guys are producing and outpouring that creative elixir point, which is all part of us magnetizing these new electromagnetic frequencies, ultimately to harmonize the distortion through old paradigm, limitation, and control domination filter, and awaken these broader aspects. Yeah, awesome, you guys. Merci, Chic Equilibre. So I am closing up this share now. I have like bullet points. This is like being very official here, you guys. But I'm holding space and just lots of love. You gonna make me cry. That's normally what I do here over here, Chic. Yeah, emotion guidance, no fear. Here we are. Oh yeah, and so I'm closing on this share lend inspiration by supporting love and encouragement. You sure do, sweet CC. Like, gooey love heart. I feel rainbows and flowers and mermaids and unicorns with your energy. So I will do a quick reminder of Morocco. I'm getting people already inputting for Morocco and Kauai, so feel free to reach out for that. Book on, you can pay a deposit if you want to guarantee your space. And then coaching packages are coming off. There's a few spots left, I would say, over these next summer months, but they're starting to fill up as well. So feel free to reach out if you want to connect. If you, I do offer just like a consult. If you want to just have like a 30-minute call, feel free to book a perspective call. We can suss out the energy chemistry and see if we can up level and support one another in this next just 2 to 3 months, really. I recommend the Awaken package in the first instance. If that works, you can do longer ones. Did you ever see the light being of nature in the fog? Yeah, I feel yes, definitely. I do. I know you hold. You really do. I feel that, sweet CC. So many of us, I just feel like we will just connect and meet over time. Oh, this is actually like tiny little nugget. I might be going to Portugal this summer for like 3 to 4 weeks. That might be opportunity for some of you to actually come to Portugal, do some surfing and yoga with me. You did not just say PowerPoint. I don't know, did I? I don't remember saying PowerPoint. I don't remember uttering those words, but I, for some reason, remember PowerPoint being like a, PowerPoint. Isn't it like a thing on the computer? And people do presentations with PowerPoint? I'm literally like spitting for some reason. My mouth is all gooed up. Yeah, John Beanie, yoga, surfing, and ukulele, probably some drums and various other things. So it's gonna be loads of fun, Morocco. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the unfolding. Yeah, sweet CC. Keep in touch. I want to know where you're going. That sounds like a sweet adventure. Yeah, that's kind of like I decided to just take a little bit of an adventure and, you know, spread the yoga love in a hotter climate. Because even today, I don't know what it's like up in Scotland, John, but I've been out since about 5:30 or 6 this morning, and it's just a dreary day. It's like rainy and cold and, all of that. Anyway, you guys, that's a quick little share for today, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Bullet. Oh, Mary, I love you. I understand. Yes, it's a big, very professional today. Big, very professional, talking about the invisible energies that are coming through to the planet right now. One of my old friends, we used to have a little sketch about like young professionals. Was it young professionals? Or just professionals hard at work? We used to be yeah, and we'd have this. We'd have our note, or like the invisible typing, be like yeah, professional. We're being very professional. So yes, when I have bullet points, it's me being professional. No fear, new path is open. There'd be a corporate PowerPoint. I shall, look, I just, like, mid-sentence, stopped myself because I was starting to get a bit annoyed by the sound of my own voice. So, you guys know that is time for MJ to wrap up the share time because her own essence is triggering herself. So, you can only imagine how much juicy love vibrashe that is outpouring to you guys. This morning, and I skyrocketed into a crazy manifesting place. Oh, girl. Oh, I love you. I love it. I love... John Beanie, you lost your voice. How bizarre. Randomly, also very slowly lost my voice, but like only a brief moment. No comparison here, my friend. So sending a... Well, perfect, John. Actually, that's just a beautiful sign of your body going, just take a little break. Just take a little break from the sing-song along for today until the voice comes back. Hey, Roots. How are you, chica? And John, love you so much, you guys. Have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you, hearing you, vibrating in the ether. I'm just gonna go. It's just one of those days. This might be a little bit of a weird one. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, right. So maybe there's lots of masculinity support today at the bar. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Mwah. Lots of love. Hot love, vibrashe. Namaste. I'll see you guys on the flips somewhere virtually speaking. But big hugs today, and I just love you loads.